The global landscape is shifting rapidly. Once firmly anchored in the unipolar era dominated by the United States, the world now witnesses the emergence of a new power dynamic. A trio of formidable leaders, Vladimir Putin of Russia, Kim Jong Un of North Korea, and Xi Jinping of China, are aligning their interests to challenge traditional Western dominance. This alliance signals a potential transformation from a unipolar world to a bipolar or even multipolar one, where the balance of power is more evenly distributed among competing giants. Today, we're going to explore how this trio is threatening the EU and the US, what their interests are, and what the future might hold. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create even more engaging and entertaining videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss our amazing upcoming content. To understand the threat posed by this trio, we first need to examine how they came close to each other and what interests unite them against the US and the West. Historically, Russia, China, and North Korea have had complex relationships, often marked by mistrust and rivalry. But in recent years, shared interests have pushed them closer together. Post-Cold War, Russia's relationship with the West soured over NATO expansion and US-led interventions. In response, Russia sought strategic partnerships, notably with China. The two countries have increased cooperation in energy, military exercises, and economic initiatives like the Belt and Road and the Eurasian Economic Union. Their joint military drills, coordination in Syria and Central Asia, and mutual support in international organizations reflect a growing alliance. Russia has historically maintained a cautious relationship with North Korea, but in recent times, Moscow has engaged more openly. Russia views North Korea as a buffer against US influence and NATO expansion in Asia. Russia supplies North Korea with food, energy, and diplomatic support, and both share a common interest in resisting US sanctions and military pressure. China remains North Korea's closest ally, providing economic lifelines and diplomatic backing. While China prefers stability on the Korean peninsula, it also values North Korea as a strategic counterbalance to US influence in the region. The recent military displays by North Korea, with China's tacit approval, further demonstrate their coordinated stance. Russia, China, and North Korea view the US as a major obstacle to their ambitions and are taking steps to counter its influence. They're modernizing their militaries, with Russia and China investing in advanced weaponry and North Korea developing nuclear capabilities, which also serve as a deterrent against US intervention. Additionally, Russia and China are promoting alternative economic systems such as de-dollarization, digital currencies, and regional trade blocs to reduce their dependence on Western financial institutions and challenge US economic dominance. These efforts aim to reshape the global balance of power and create a more multipolar world. In essence, these nations are forging a strategic partnership rooted in mutual distrust of Western dominance and a desire to reshape the global order.
I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought it was very, very impressive. But I understood the reason they were doing it, and they were hoping I was watching, and I was watching.
The emergence of this alliance has sent shockwaves through Western capitals, especially Washington. President Donald Trump was among the first to publicly warn us of this new axis, tweeting that the trio is conspiring against US interests. But why exactly is the West so anxious? The recent military parade showcased an array of advanced weaponry that alarmed Western analysts, particularly the United States. Among the weapons displayed were hypersonic missiles, such as the DF-61, capable of reaching US targets with unprecedented speed, the OW-5A-10 laser gun, which can bring down a lot of drones at once, the DF-17 hypersonic missile with speed of Mach 5, which makes it difficult to defend against, and AJX-002C drone, which is a cross of submarine and torpedo, and it can do the job of both. The parade also featured a variety of ballistic missiles, drone swarms, and the viral robotic wolf drones, which symbolize China's cutting-edge AI-driven weapon systems. The presence of these drones, capable of autonomous reconnaissance and attack missions, signals China's rapid advancement in robotic warfare technology. The U.S. worries these weapons threaten to erode its military superiority, as China's missile and drone technology could potentially destabilize existing strategic balances and challenge U.S. dominance in both regional and global conflicts. The ongoing Ukraine conflict exemplifies Russia's defiance. Despite economic sanctions and international pressure, Russia has shown it will not back down. Its military advances and mobilization of resources demonstrate its commitment to reshaping the security architecture in Europe, challenging NATO's eastern flank. The alliance's recent military displays and diplomatic moves reveal their coordinated effort to challenge Western dominance. Leaders like Putin, Kim, and Xi have been engaging in joint military exercises, sharing technology, and making strategic visits to reinforce their partnership. The West is concerned that Russia, China, and North Korea's potential alliance could destabilize global security, challenge Western leadership, and trigger a new Cold War. Recently, China's military parade showcased an impressive array of weapons, including hypersonic missiles, advanced drones, and even the viral, weaponized robot wolves. Why did Putin and Kim Jong Un stand right beside Xi Jinping during this event? What message was China sending to the world, especially the US? The parade was more than a display. It was a declaration of China's technological and military prowess. The missiles, capable of striking distant targets with precision, demonstrate China's resolve to challenge US military dominance. The presence of Kim Jong Un and Putin indicates a unified stance, signaling that these leaders see China as the leader of a new global bloc. China's recent showcase highlights its technological advancements in hypersonic missiles, drones, robotics, and potentially viral weapons, signaling a significant challenge to U.S. military dominance. The display of AI-powered robotic units and advanced weaponry demonstrates China's growing military capabilities and ambitions. The presence of Putin and Kim Jong Un underscores a shared goal of countering Western influence. This development escalates military competition, potentially sparking new arms races, and forces the U.S. to adapt and counter China's technological innovations to maintain its edge in future conflicts. Recently, Xi Jinping unveiled a global development initiative aiming to reshape international cooperation under Chinese leadership. China is investing heavily in space tech, quantum computing, and scientific research, aspiring to lead in innovation. China's rapid growth is shifting the global balance of power, challenging U.S. dominance in economy, military, space, and global influence. With technological innovation and initiatives like the Belt and Road, China is expanding its footprint, forcing the U.S. and Western allies to adapt and reassess their strategies to maintain influence in a changing world. The rise of this strategic alliance marks a pivotal moment in history. Whether it leads to conflict or a new balance of power remains to be seen. One thing is clear: the global order is in flux, and understanding these shifts is crucial for everyone. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into geopolitics and world affairs. Stay informed, and see you in the next video.